Hello there. I'm Judy Morio, and this is the World of Book Reviews. And recently, I took a photography course along with a friend of mine on digital photography because for years I'd been using a Nikkormat, which was a wonderful camera, but it had film. And, we are in the age of digital at this time. And I took this course and it was okay. I learned a few things, but not a whole lot. And a friend of mine recommended this book. It's called The Digital Photography Complete Course, and it's 20 weeks long. The book is designed for 20 weeks, and it is absolutely fabulous. My girlfriend teaches digital photography in a university overseas, and she said this was the best book that she had ever seen on digital photography. So if you have a photographer in your house or an aspiring photographer, I would suggest that this is a wonderful present for them for Christmas because it's a great book and it's fully illustrated in color. You can see that it really is a fabulous book. I know you can't see everything up close here, but you can see that it shows you what it talks about. So when it's telling you that if you set your camera on a certain setting that it's going to be blurry, they show you the blurry picture. If they tell you how to set it for distance or how to set it for certain types of lighting, the book tells you. It really is a complete book of photography. And so I bought it and I started using it, and I think it's helped me improve my photography a great deal. So take a look at this one. You can find it at any bookstore. You can also find it on Amazon.com. As with all of the books I've been talking about tonight, they're all on Amazon.com as well as in the major bookstores. So feel free to go and look for any of these titles because they're excellent. But this book in particular, if you have a photographer in your family, they're going to thank you for this. Now, not if they're a real famous photographer, not if they're somebody like in Las Vegas, we have a Larry Hannah or a Ron Tomlin or a Bob Patrick or a R. Scott Hooper. Those guys know, and they're really, really good. This is for people like me and other people who, we like to take pictures and we like to have them be really good. And we think we know a lot about photography, but we don't know quite as much as we would like to know. So this is that book for the aspiring photographer in your family, or even for someone who's a pretty experienced photographer. But I'm just not talking about the guys that make a living. Those guys that make a living, well, in fact, they probably would pick up an idea or two anyway if you really want to know the truth. There's so much in this book. There's so much about equipment, about lighting, about how we pose people, about how to use each piece of the equipment that you have. So look at this one. It's really a good one for those aspiring photographers. Digital Photography, the Complete Course. This is by Penguin Random House Books, and you'll find it at any bookstore. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is Judy Morio. Good night.
Are you frustrated and wasting time searching for high-quality education and entertainment and not finding it? Stop wasting your time. We've got your solution. Our 3 dynamic and unique online TV shows provide you with high-quality and easy-to-find content. Everything from business skills and self-development to book and movie reviews and everything in between. At akexpertstv.com, you'll find high-quality experts in their field in one place at no cost to you. Visit www.akexpertstv.com today.
Hello, this is Judy Morio, and this is the World of Book Reviews. And tonight I'm talking to you about the different books that you could put in a stocking for someone for Christmas or give as a Christmas gift, because a lot of people like me really, really love books. And so if they get a great book, one that touches their heart and soul, it's a great gift. And, not that expensive really to buy a book for someone, and yet it's a very thoughtful gift. This particular one I like because it's called Medical Medium, and the author, Anthony William, is a medical medium. And he talks about chronic illnesses and the mystery behind illnesses and how to finally heal. Now, the way I came across this book was I was having I just wasn't feeling as good as I felt like I should. And one of my girlfriends sent me a copy of a 28-day cleanse. And she said, if you use this 28-day cleanse, I know you're going to be feeling much, much better. So I did. I used it, and I really was. I enjoyed it very much. And then another one of my coaching clients said to me, well, you know where that 28-day cleanse came from? And I said, no, I don't. And she said it came from the book Medical Medium. And so I went out and bought it because I thought that the 28-day cleanse was so good. There must be something else in this book that's terrific and good, and there was. In fact, it's pretty much all about naturopathic medicine, and you know, I had cancer 7 years ago, and my doctor put me on an eating program that was totally different than what I had learned growing up. I had learned that there were certain food groups and you should eat something from each food group. And then my doctor put me on something totally different, and he did away with the red meats, and he did away with fish that had been farmed and said only eat wild-caught fish. And then he did away with any vegetables that grew underground, so I was eating predominantly green leafy vegetables and things that grew on green leafy vegetable vines. And I got well from my cancer, as you well know. So I was really impressed when I started reading this book that it recommended so many of those exact things that my doctor had recommended to me. And you know, it doesn't say you shouldn't have traditional medicine. It doesn't say that at all. He just tells you what kinds of things you can do to boost your immune system, to help you feel better. And so if you've got someone in your family who's not feeling real good, or they're dealing with a disease, I have several friends at this time of year that are dealing with cancer, dealing with diseases, and it's very, very hard on them to do that. This is a book that will give them hope. It's a book that will tell them how to do a lot of things that maybe the traditional doctor doesn't tell them to do, but it doesn't mean that this person's right and the traditional doctor's wrong. It just means read this and look at the alternatives there are and find out, you know, what you could do with your diet, with your exercise program, with your sleeping different times than you have been before, and see how that works for you, because it's all about boosting that immune system. And you know, our immune system is what protects us from disease. So it can't hurt you to boost your immune system. It can't hurt you to eat properly. So try it. You might like it. And if you've got, you know, someone that this might be a good gift for them, take a look at it and think about giving it to them for Christmas, because the health that we have is so important. And when we lose that, we kind of lose hope. And so it's very important to give people something that they go, wow, I didn't know. That's really interesting. Maybe I could try that. So look to the loved ones that you have and maybe think about a book like this. It'll be very helpful to them, and I know they'll appreciate you for thinking so thoughtfully about them. This is Judy Mario, and this is the World of Book Reviews. We'll see you soon.
I didn't focus on my weaknesses. I focused on my strength, and I was able not only to lead myself, I was able to lead my team into success.
Many people ask me, what do you mean by awakening the powerful leader within you? I have been leading myself and others for years. Well, I tell them, of course you have, but did you know that you have way more power than you can ever imagine? See, you and I, we were born with the capability to lead ourselves to live our purpose. Then life's challenges and obstacles come along and buries our capabilities. How do I know that? I know it because life happened to me.
My question to you today is this. What are you creating? Now, I don't know what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking I'm gonna download something.